Good morning, owls. We are ready to learn and be the best that we can be. Today is Monday, March the 8th. Please stand, put your right hand over your hearts, and join us in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, one indivisible.
Texas says, honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. As a student of Dallas School, today I will do my best to set a foundation and be a success. Be courteous to others and respectful of the time. Reach my potential. Responsibility is mine. The road is set. It starts with me. One day I will graduate from a university.
Thank you, owls. Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We have one more week of school left before our spring break. This week, our 4th and 5th graders will be taking the benchmarks. I know that you will give your 100% and do great. Remember, those of you that are taking the test from home, please do your best and always stay focused. For this Saturday and next Saturday, the Saturday before and after spring break, we will not be having Saturday Academy. So remember that you don't need to log on those days. And now we have Mrs. Flores and Mrs. Veyu with some important announcements.
Morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another week of school. We truly hope you enjoyed your PBIS celebration in February. In April, we will be having a talent show. Remember, you can be a part of Dowell's Got Talent show if you follow our expectations in school. If you are respectful, responsible, if you're positive, and if you are safe, not only in the classroom by being in class and completing your work, also during PE by listening, being respectful to others, and only saying kind words to them. Remember that you also have to follow these expectations on the bus and when you go to the restroom. Always, always, always try to keep our restrooms, our school clean and safe. We hope to see you there. Have a great week.
Good morning, boys and girls. This week we will continue discussing patience. Remember, patience is waiting until later for what we want now. Try these cool activities at home to help you to be more patient. Try planting seeds and wait for your plant to grow. Try baking a yummy cake, cookies, or cupcakes and then have to wait until they're finished and ready to eat. Try when it rains, putting a bucket out in the grass and waiting to see how long it takes to fill up. That really takes patience. Remember, practice patience and always remember to be kind. Have a great week and I will see you soon. Bye-bye, boys and girls.
Thank you, Mrs. Flores and Mrs. Veyu. I want to congratulate the following classes for having 100% attendance this week. Last year we had a lot of classes, and this week we went down back to 6 classes. So I know that this week we're going to have a great turnout in attendance because everybody will be logging in and or coming to school. With 100% attendance this week, we have our repeat classes, Ms. Bryan's class, our LSU Tigers, Mrs. Daniels' class, 4A, Mrs. Davis' class. New to the list, congratulations to 4C, Mrs. D's class, Ms. G's class, 5B, great job, and 1A, Mrs. Torres' class. So good job to all the classes that have 100% attendance. Celebrating a birthday this week on the 8th. Today we have Leo Perez in 3A. Happy birthday, Leo. On the 10th, we have Catherine Zavala in 4D. On the 12th, we have Aaron Sanchez in KC. And also on the 12th, we have our coach, Mrs. Jeter, and our second grade teacher, Miss Bryan. So happy birthday to everyone that celebrates a birthday this week. This concludes our announcements for this morning. I hope that everybody has a great day and has a great week. Remember our DAO core values: be positive, be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Have an extraordinary day, Owls. We'll see you during the week.
Good morning, Tigers, and welcome to Monday, 8 March 2021. For today's Foundations lesson, you are going to need your Foundations notebook, your writing tool, and I have a pen. I need to get a pencil because I sometimes like to write in pencil. All right, I have my pencil. All right, growth mindset, and we are going to sit in the writing position. Just a quick reminder, this is the first day of the new week of the new set of high frequency words. Most of you already know because we've been doing this all year. We are going to need these same words all week, okay? So by Friday, you should be very familiar with not only the spelling and the irregular spellings of these words, but also to read these with fluency, and most importantly, the meaning of them, right? Because the goal in reading is comprehension. So we understand what we read so we can learn from what we read, and we can teach others through our writing, okay? So, you ready? Let's get started. Shall we? So, this week, we will meet Grover and his big sister, Fern. Grover's favorite toy is his little red car. He wants to bring his little red car to school. What do Mom and Fern think about this plan? We will have to learn some new words and skills before we read to find out what happens. Just looking at the illustration, what can you predict about this story? Is it fiction or nonfiction? I don't know. Would they look like panda bears? Would panda bears go to school with a backpack? With a little red car? I don't know. It might be realistic, like it could happen, but probably not with pandas. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to read to find out. It's going to be interesting, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to do our same old routine that we do every week. We are going to see the word, say the word, spell the word, write and check the word, all right? And then before we go on, we will talk about any irregular spellings. So for today's evidence, of course, I want a list of words, but I also want to see that you highlighted what we discussed as far as irregular spellings. All right, so let's get started. Let's look at the whole word. Say the word. The word is everyone. Say the word. Everyone. Let's spell the word. E-V-E-R-Y-O-N-E. Everyone. Blend to write it. And I want to hear you pulling those sounds. Everyone. All right? What do we notice about this word? Everyone. What do you notice? It's a compound word. The first word is every, and the next word is one. So I'm just going to underline every and underline one in the same word, just so I know. And that vowel Y on the end, that's not an irregular spelling. for the E sound. Remember, every is its own word, right? So on the end of every, we can't put an E there, it would be silent. So we use vowel Y to take the place of I or E. And it's E in a two-syllable word like every. Actually, ever-E is a three-syllable word. All right? So that's all we're going to spotlight, is that that's a it's two words that come together to make a new word that's called a compound word. And so we underlined, okay? Let's move on. See the word? Say the word. Everything. Say the word. Everything. Spell the word. EVERYTHING. Blend to write the word. Everything. Everything. Check the word. Did you check it against the screen? Everything. We have everything ready for our trip. All right? So what do you notice? Everything. Everything. Compound word, isn't it? So I'm just going to underline every, and I'm going to underline thing. And of course, it's in the same word, so the space between your underlines is very slight, right? Do we know anything? Do we see a pattern yet? Right, it has every, and the first word had every. Good job. Let's move on. The word is himself. Let's follow the steps. Look at the word. See the word? Say the word. Himself. Spell the word. HIMSELF. Himself. Blend to write it. Himself. Himself. Did you check it against the screen? What do you notice? What do you wonder? Do you notice it's a two-syllable, not two-syllable? Well, it is two-syllable, but it's a compound word. It's two words. Himself. They're each its own word and its own syllable in this two-syllable word, right? So correct. Anything irregular in him? How about self? Self, no? So let's just underline each word inside that word. Do you see what I did? Oops. Himself, compound word. That's 3 compound words so far. Let's move on. The word is maybe. Let's follow the steps. Look at the word. See the word. That means we're looking in the middle around that AY, right? AYA. Say the word maybe. Say the word as you look at it. Maybe. Spell the word as you look at it. M-A-Y-B-E. Maybe. Now, look down and blend to write. Maybe. I remember how A was spelled in this word with that A-Y. Maybe. But do you notice? It's a compound word. May and be. Maybe. Do you wonder anything? Any irregular spellings that we're going to wonder about? I don't think so. May, A-Y-A at the end of a word. And be, open syllable E. Nothing irregular. It's just that it's a compound word. All right? Are we ready for the next one? The next one is number 5. Here we go. The word is nothing. Let's follow the steps. See the word. Say the word. Nothing. Say the word. Nothing. Spell the word N-O-T-H-I-N-G. Write and check the words. You're going to blend to write it. Nothing. What do you notice first? I know what you're thinking. What do you notice first? It is a compound word, isn't it? The compound word is no and thing. If I have no thing, then I have nothing. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is underline those two words within that compound word. All right? Then we want to think, is there any irregular sound? You told me this is no and thing, and it comes together to make nothing. So didn't that O change to that schwa sound? So I'm going to circle that right there. Because that changed the sound, didn't it? When I put no with thing, it changed from no thing to nothing. All right, do you hear that difference? But the spelling did not change, and the meaning did not change. They just flex that vowel a little bit from O to Not a really big deal, but we want to notice it, all right? We want to highlight it. And that is why, my friends, in our evidence, we have spotlighted it. All right? Let's move on. See the word? Say the word. Outside. What's the word? Say it. Outside. Let's spell the word. O-U-T-S-I-D-E. And I'm watching to listen to see if you're spelling with me. Don't just listen to me. You say it too. All right? Write and check the word. Outside. Outside. What do you notice? First word is out. Next word is side. They come together and they make outside. Did anything irregular happen when we put them together? Did any sounds change? Outside. Nothing changed. We know how to spell out. We know side. We put them together. It's outside. Nothing changes when we put them together. All right? So let's move on. The only thing I underlined was the two words that come together to make that new word in outside. All right? If you're wondering what you need to do for evidence. The word is some. Let's follow the steps. Look at the word. It's important that you look at this word. Repeat the word after me. Some. Some. I got some oranges at the store. Say the word again after me. Some. Spell the word. S-O-M-E. Write and check the word. Some. All right. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Is it a compound word? No, it's not a compound word. Any irregular sounds? I see in this word vowel, consonant, E. This E usually makes him long, right? And he's silent. Well, he's silent, but what's happening to this guy? What is happening to... Long O would be soam. Soam. Is this word soam? No. So this word is not soam. This word is some. And my friends will tell you that is a schwa sound for this letter. Some. So just circle that O. That letter O. It is making an irregular sound in this word. Some. That is the word some. S-O-M-E. Some. All right? You really don't have to put this because that really isn't the rule in that word. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, now I see why we had that one. Look at this word. Look at the whole word. Look in the middle. Do you see where it's going to be split into syllables? It's actually a compound word. And I want you to think about this word. First word is some, and the next word is one. Did you notice that when you were looking for hunks and chunks? Sometimes hunks and chunks we're looking for words that we know. All right? So say the word. The word is someone. Spell the word. S-O-M-E-O-N-E. Someone. Blend to write the word. Someone. What do you notice? Compound word. What do you wonder? You wonder why it's an irregular sound, don't you? So circle that irregular sound. And is it the same irregular sound that we had in the last word? It sure is. Did you see what I did in this word in number 8? Someone. I underlined some, I underlined one, and I circled that letter that's making an irregular sound. All right? It's not making a wrong sound. There are no wrong sounds. It's just making an irregular sound, or a word that does not, a sound that does not happen regularly or all the time, right? So let's move on. Oh, they like that word. Okay, follow the steps. See the word. So you're looking around the E and the T, right? In the middle of that word. And you're seeing something over here, and you're seeing something over here. And it's going to pop up at you. What's popping? What do you see? You see that it's a compound word. And what's the first word in this compound word? Some. And the next word? Somebody said Tim's. What if I told you this is a suffix S? Now what do you see? Time. Sometime. Sometimes. Sometimes. Say the word. Sometimes. Let's spell the word. S-O-M-E-T-I-M-E-S. Sometimes. Blend to write the word. Sometimes. Sometimes. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Hold up your papers. Let me see. Show me. Hold them up. Did you underline some and underline times? And circle the O because it's making an irregular sound. Sometimes. So we had some, someone, sometimes. Someone must like some sometimes. All right, ready for the next word. Make sure you're highlighting what we discuss, not only as evidence that you worked along with us and didn't just copy, but also so you're training your brain to catch those irregular spellings, all right? Here we go. Last one. Look in the middle, look in the middle. What do you see? Automatically some things should pop. I want you to look at it. You should be looking. When I say look at it, this is where your eyesight should be. Not that you're only looking here, but this is like your target because that's the middle. And that means you can see all of that. And that means you can see all of that. Right? Let me erase this mess. And this word is, what is the word? Without. Say the word again. Without. Spell the word. W-I-T-H-O-U-T. Without. Write and check the word. Blend to write it. Without. Without. Go ahead on your paper, mark what you notice, what you wonder, the same way we've been doing it, all right? And then hold your papers up so I can see what you noticed and what you wondered. Give you a little moment to do that. All right, so you should have underlined with and you should have underlined out because this is a compound word, without. So you'll notice that all except one are compound words this week. And that the one that's not is some. And I think they gave you that one just so you can practice it because it's going to be in the other words, right? Not bad. Pretty good job. Make sure when you turn in your evidence, you are showing me what you wondered and what you figured out, all right? What you noticed and what you wondered. All right, here we go. Everyone, reading time. Hold up your paper. You can't read off the screen because they're not in order. All right, unmute yourself. Let's read all the new words we learned together, starting on the first line. All right? Unmute yourself. 1, 2, 3, read it. Some, someone, sometimes, good. And without. All right. I'm going to mute everyone and probably unmute myself because I'm sure it froze, and stop share, reshare so we can get on with it. It's probably about time to refresh anyways, right guys? Shake your hands out. Great job today. All right, let's move on. So let's play with the sounds and words. We've learned how to segment or break longer words into their syllables. I will say a word and you will say all the syllables in the word. Each tile on the screen stands for a syllable in a word. I will mark one tile for each syllable you say. All right? I'll do the first one so you know what I mean. The word is preview. I will say all the syllables in the word preview. Pre and view. The syllables in preview are pre and view. All right? Your turn. This is a 3-syllable word. The word is example. Say the word. Example. Now tell me the syllables or word parts in example. Go ahead. Eggs. Am. Pull. Good. All right, we're going to do another 3-syllable word. The word is, repeat after me, envelope. Say the whole word. Envelope. Tell me the syllables. You can clap it out or tap it out if you want to. Envelope. And the word is envelope. Good job. All right, the next word. Repeat the word. The word is remember. Say the word. Now tell me the syllables or word parts in remember. First we have remember. Good job. All right. The last one. Listen closely. Repeat it. Microwave. Microwave. Tell me the syllables you hear in microwave. First one. Wave. And the word is microwave. Good job. It's important that we keep practicing breaking words into syllables, not because you can't clap it out, but because when you come to spelling words that you're not sure about, you need to blend to write each syllable, because each syllable will tell you how to use spelling patterns. All right? And you already know that, but that's why we continue to practice to keep your foundation strong. So let's keep going. You see, we have 4 syllables here, and we're just going to do 2. The word is prehistoric. Say the word. Prehistoric. Tell me the syllables in prehistoric. First syllable, tap it. In prehistoric, what's the last syllable? Ick. All right? You ready for the last one? The word is, and make sure you repeat the word, dictionary. Dic-shun-air-e. 4 syllables. So if you're going to blend to write it, that's what you're going to write. All right? Great job. So we're just going to play a quick game of waterfall. So I am going to give you a number, and we will say the word together. You will then type the number of syllables in that word. All right? So, for example, if the word was banana and there's not a banana there, banana, 3, you would type 3 in the chat box, but you would not push send until I say waterfall. All right? So this is just going to be a quick waterfall game just because we like waterfall. And so get ready. Tap the chat box. I will say the word in case you can't see the picture. All right? The first one we are going to do is number 3. Number 3 is a picture of a pillow. What are the word parts or syllables in pillow? Let's clap it out. Pillow. Type the number for the amount of syllables in pillow. Don't push waterfall. All right, let's do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Waterfall. All right. Pillow. 2. There were 2. All right. Listen for the next one. Remember, we are not giving feedback to other people. We are not responding to other people. All right. The next one is number 2. Number 2 is a picture of a ladybug. A ladybug. Say the word. Ladybug. Clap it out. Ladybug. Type the number of word parts in ladybug. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Waterfall. Shh. We don't have our picture of a moving waterfall today. All right, ladybug. 3. All right, next one. The next one is picture number 5. It is a watermelon. Say the word. Watermelon. How many syllables in watermelon? Type the number. Don't press it. If somebody went too soon, don't just steal theirs. I mean, you could, but you want to make sure they are correct. All right. 3, 2, 1. Waterfall. Shh. All right. I think I said last one, but we'll do one more because I like this picture. This picture, number 8, is a crocodile. You thought it was an alligator. It's a crocodile. How many syllables in crocodile? Crocodile. Same number of syllables as alligator. Did you know that? Type the number of syllables in crocodile. Hands up. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Waterfall. All right, isn't that fun? And we always do a fun waterfall. So, to get the last bonus point, you are going to choose one. How many? One. One emoji of your favorite animal. There's a tiger. One emoji, you can only choose one. If you choose more than one, no point. If you choose something that's not an animal, no point. All right? One emoji of an animal that's your favorite. One. Yes, you have to choose. All right, you have your animal chosen. Don't send him soon. If you send him too soon, it doesn't count. You don't get the point. All right, let's count down. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Waterfall. Shh. Send your animals. So that's it for today. Now we're ready to read the red car. Remember to look for our high frequency words in the story. Remember to look for multi-syllable words in the story, especially if you're not sure of the word. Remember, blend to read each syllable and put the word together, and you'll know the word in no time. Don't lose your strategy, use your strategy. All right? Today we have art at 9:45. It's Monday, we have art at 9:45. So we need to get our 3-a-days done in reading. I will meet with gold group right now. Green group and purple group, you are immediately going to turn in your evidence. Don't forget to press record and read me your high frequency words. I didn't hear everybody reading when we were reading aloud. All right? And even if I did, that was just practice for you to read them to me. All right? It's going to make these words solid. I promise. So, Toodaloo Tigers, we do know what to do, don't we? I look forward to hearing the stories. Most of you are moving into writing adventure. All right, so let's get these stories written. I look forward to people moving into teacher conference. That's level 3, so make sure you work every day in writing and level up. And before you go, I almost forgot. Since some of you are just moving into WW Adventures, I want to remind you that every day, and not just those new, some of you that have been in WW Adventures aren't working on writing every day. In your writing journal, that was your cursive writing journal, but now you're done with cursive writing, so now that's your WW Adventure. I need to know what you worked on for writing every day. So you're simply going to take a screenshot or write or record and tell me what you did for writing that day. All right? It might be just, I thought of things to write that I might want to write about later. It might be, I worked on my pre-writing map. It might be, I worked on my draft. I didn't finish it, but I worked on it, right? So tell me what you did every day in writing. I'm still looking at that writing journal as evidence that you worked. Yes, I'm going to look in your PowerPoint, but I want you to turn in as evidence what you worked on. Because sometimes you're going to work on the same thing in your PowerPoint for a few days. All right? So don't forget that. All right? Just wanted to tell you that. And that way you can check off on your agenda that you worked on writing every day. It's in your agenda as your 3-a-days. All right? So don't forget. Don't check something off if you didn't do something. And that something might be just explaining what you did. Okay? We're getting a little haphazard on our agenda. If we truly did it, we know what we did and there's evidence of it, not just a check mark on the agenda. All right? Thank you very much. Gold team, turn in your evidence and let's get reading. I will meet with Sophia and Allison for a special celebration of their stories also right now. So I'll see you two right now. I'll see Gold Group at the same time and let's Make it happen, captains. Toodaloo, Tigers. Green group and purple group, your rooms are open in case you want to work together. The choice is yours, team leaders. Let your teams know.